They called Bob Proctor, my mentor. I was mesmerized. He was pointing to the roof like, you can be the best surgeon. You're trading time for money. That was me. I was trading time for money. I want more freedom. I want to be free to enjoy my time with my kid.
How was that experience?
The war ended when I was 5 years old. My dad was captured to prison for 7 years. We lost our house. We lost everything. My mom was about 29 years old, I think. So I don't know how she survived.
Wow.
But she did. But at one point, she really turned crazy. She became mentally ill because she worried too much about money.
That's Dr. Dad, a man who survived a civil war, lost his father to a prison camp, and watched his family torn apart in the most devastating way possible. Yet somehow, decades later, in a country he had never seen, speaking a language he didn't know, he built not just a career, but a life that most people only dream of. If you ever wondered how someone rebuilds from nothing, no money, no degree, no direction, and still becomes a millionaire dentist in America, this episode will stop you in your tracks. Dr. Dad was just 5 years old when the Vietnam War ended. In a single moment, his world disappeared. His father, a decorated Air Force major, was taken to a re-education camp for 7 years. His mother, only 29 years old, was left with 4 children and no safety net. She sold fried bananas on the street, taught part-time, and worked until broke, mentally and physically. All the while promising her kids every night he's coming home. And one day, he did. He walked hundreds of miles, broken but alive. By then, Dr. Dad had already learned what survival really meant, and the quiet strength to keep going when no one was watching. He took a very curious path, first as a graphic designer, then somehow as an adult, he went back to school to become a dentist, all the while supporting his family. A late boomer, yes, but one who never stopped booming. What happened next, how he built one of the first laser-based dental practices on the West Coast, and then walked away from it all to pursue a higher calling is what makes this story unforgettable. This is a story about courage that doesn't expire, about rebuilding when the world breaks you, and finding purpose after the pain has passed. Because as Dr. Dad proves, legacy isn't inherited, it's earned. This is the Immigrant Millionaire Investors, a movement rewriting what's possible and proving that immigrants don't just come here to survive, they come here to rise. I hope you enjoy it. Let's dive in.
Okay, so Dr. Dad, thank you for joining us today. Let's start at the very beginning. Tell us a little bit about your life when you were in Vietnam. Like how was that growing up there?
Thank you for inviting me here. So I was born in Vietnam, 1970, and at that time, my dad was in the Air Force. He was a major in the Air Force. So we live in the military compound, the Air Force compound. Our house inside there. So that's what I remember. And then the war ended when I was 5 years old. My dad was captured to prison for 7 years. We lost our house. We lost everything. My mom was about 29 years old, I think, with 4 of us. Me, I'm number 3, so I'm 5 years old. My younger brother is 3 years old. My sister are 7 and 9. So we didn't have a house. We lived with my grandma. And then we lived on summer. Me and my younger brother Ken, we were sent to my uncle's farm in the suburban nearby. And we just go to school. I don't know how we survived. We just do what we did. My mom did a lot of things, a lot of jobs. She became a teacher after that. She was selling, stuff on the street. She was making fried banana to sell. I remember in front of the school. Do a lot of things to survive.
How long was the war? And then you were in the middle, like you were born probably as the war was already going on. So how was that experience?
Prior to the end of the war, to that event, the 1975, I was young. I was under 5 years old. I don't remember. I just remember that we have a lot of fun. We went to our cousin a lot. So my dad have a motorcycle and he carried 6 of us. All the same. So the tank right here, he's riding, and then this me sitting here, and my younger brother is right here, my second sister right here, my mom, and my older sister is in the back, all in one motorcycle.
Was it a full-size motorcycle?
Yeah, a full-size motorcycle. It's Honda, I think. Yeah, one of those black one with a tank in the front.
Yeah.
So we went like that. He had a car, but that's a better way to travel. So we went everywhere. I remember just going to my uncle's house, hanging out with cousins. We have a lot of cousins. We have 4 on my mom's side. We have 2 uncles that we're close to. Each of them have 6 kids.
Oh, wow.
So
like 36.
Yeah, that's a lot. So that was the time we lived together. 10 of us together.
In one household.
In one household.
And that was after the war?
After the war, immediately after the war, we lived there. So it was fun for me. I didn't remember a lot before the war. Some, I remember playing like what we call like playing tag right here. My dad was the bad guy. No, my dad was a jerk, chasing after my cousin, one of my older cousins. He's the mean guy. My dad ran after him, got him, and then we all vote on are we gonna punish him or not? Like fun. And all of a sudden he disappeared. Like I didn't know where he went.
No one, like just one day he just.
Yeah, they basically told him to go and do a 3-day re-education for all the high-ranking officer. He went with nothing. He said, "Oh, I'll be home," and then he went. That's it. And he got him for 7 years. And then we just grew up like that. And then my mom just said, "Oh, he'll be home. He's there. And then we just move on. We just leave, I guess.
Did your mom know where he went?
Yeah, later on, we visited him a couple of times to the camp, also seeing him there. And then they moved him to the middle of the country. They moved him a lot. And then until the day that they released him and he walked home. He
walked home?
Yeah, he hopped train, wherever he came home.
How far was he when he was released?
Far, like middle of the country.
Wow.
Like
and you lived at that time in the south?
That time in the south, in Saigon. And he was in the central of the country.
And so basically you lost communication with him for the last few years then?
Yeah. So we write letter. I still remember my mom reading us his letter to us. And then we wrote letter to him, very young. Like I didn't want to, but my mom said, write it to him. So now remember, I don't know if she kept it. My mom might have kept that letter. So that's how we get connected. We should write letter to him.
Do you remember what he wrote? What he wrote to you?
I didn't remember, but my mom read it to us. She always start with to you and our children, like to my beloved and our children. It's always start like that. Yeah.
That makes me emotional. I want to cry. How did your family, I know like you're a very positive person, but like how did your family deal with the really night and day life that happened after your dad's arrest?
So before that, we would, my mom living a good life. She went to French school. My grandfather was very, he was the general also in the French regime. Yeah. And he moved to, so a lot of my uncle, my grandpa, and uncle on both sides was in the military. At that time, we grow up, you become a military. I would be too. So my mom was doing great. I think she was working in the Air Force, somewhere in there, help a civilian job, but in the military compound. She was doing fine, having if the war didn't end, I'm sure we have a couple more younger brothers. The way it is, right? Every 2 years. I don't know how they did it. But when after that, I think my mom struggled. She find ways, she bike far away to be a elementary teacher and things happen. I don't know how we survived. She didn't have a stable job, and for us too little, we live with my grandma at the end, and then some of my uncle and aunt sent us some money from here, some help from other uncle from there, both sides. So I don't know how she survived.
Wow.
But she did. But at one point, she really turned crazy. She became mentally ill because she worried too much about money. Now, I understand now what the mind and the worry and doubt that caused that. So she was hospitalized when I was about, I think, in the 70s, like 78, 79. I was 9 years old.
Oh, okay.
So my older sister went in the hospital and live with her, take care of her. She saw everything.
Oh.
Yeah, but so we were sent to my uncle in the farm, and I love it. That's my paradise. That's like every summer I went there, and I didn't want to go home because I love it. I love nature. I love the farm. I love working the farm. I just love it.
Wow.
And to be honest, looking back, I don't know how did we survive? My mom did what she could, get the help from my grandma, my moms, and then my uncle on my mom's side. Yeah. There are two of them that we were really close to, and I was influenced by one of them, the big uncle who had the farm. He's have a good mindset. He started from scratch too. After the war, he went to the country, become a farmer. He was a pharmaceutical rep.
Oh, wow.
He became a farmer, and he applied technology. Wow. And then he make it so good, and then he raised his family and he raised us. So that's why I got my influence formed also.
It seems like you had a very close-knit family, and I think like that kind of support was really crucial to you guys actually getting to this point today.
So your mom, when your dad was around, what was she like occupation?
She started school she wanted to be a pharmacist.
Oh.
But then us came. She loved us. She loved the children. She like you guys are my everything.
Yeah.
So she dropped school, of course. She was very young. My dad was already an officer at the time, so he's stable. We travel everywhere. I was born in the Central Coast. So wherever my dad went to with the Air Force, he based anywhere, we follow. So my older sister was born in Saigon. My second sister and me was born in the Central Coast. That's why we look so dark, maybe. And then my younger brother born in the mountain area in Pleiku.
Pleiku.
Okay. Way up there, beautiful. And then we moved down to Saigon again, just follow him. So my mom doing a lot of different jobs, just mainly housewife. And then later on, she found a job working to supply, like for supply.
Like buyer kind of thing.
Yeah, buyer supply in the Air Force.
Yeah.
Working, with my dad's friend. I remember that. So she was working also.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like not like career-wise, she's helping out. Yeah.
So like tell me a bit about like your life, like right before you moved to the United States, like that was, you were 21.
1991.
21. So I wanted to know about like that experience when you were talking about your high school, like what happened after high school when you were there.
So high school was fun. We walked to school when we were first grade, and then bike to school, and then we have a lot of fun there. After high school, we found out that I was not allowed to go to college. I applied to 3 schools back then. I didn't know what I wanted to do first. So one of my cousins I close with, she went to a school economy, college economy, something like that. I didn't know what to do. Okay, if you do it, I do the same.
Yeah.
I apply and deny because from our ranking, they say you're not allowed to apply here.
So explain a little bit more to the audience, like what does that mean? Like why were you and your family not allowed to go to college?
It was because of my dad background. He was captured. So I remember at that time there was ranking and we were number 12. Number 13 is criminal. Like criminal, and then we are number 12.
So you're ranked based on your dad's arrest. So like whatever crime he was accused of committing against the communist regime, the severity was ranked 12th.
12.
What was the cutoff to not good to go to college? Was it like 5 or?
No, it depends because my wife family, they come from the same. Her dad was higher ranking, but in her district, she was allowed. Or maybe because she's smarter, or maybe because they have money, whatever. But my older sister, she's very smart. She want to go to school of design. She loves cooking, design, baking. She's very, very good with her hand. She was way above the passing rate, but because of our background, she was not admitted. And her best friend got admitted.
So all your, your older siblings, same thing, rejected.
Same thing. You had to be very like on the top, or we had to pay money, something like that. So when I went, I got denied and won. The other 2, my grade was above, but it's not like extremely above. So it's like you have to be a certain rank before you get in.
So basically, it's like if you are above average, but you have this family kind of like burden, you can't get in. But unless you were like exceptional, you're like top in.
And then also money. I don't think we didn't have money too. So my youngest brother, he didn't even apply. So I did nothing from 18 to 21, just doing odd job. Like I was telling you earlier, just doing things to survive. At that time, my dad came back. He became a designer for his cousin company. They weave rug. They weave like like the
carpet.
Rug. The carpet little rug to export into Europe.
Okay.
So he designed it. He learned how to do it. He bring it home. We doing it. I think I was 12 years old when me and my younger brother, we worked for our neighbor. We making our first job was telling Palmy. We're making paintbrush from bamboo, and then toothpaste cover, aluminum toothpaste, and pig fur. I don't know where he find it. He gave it to us. We wrote it. We put it together, and we got paid how many cents or whatever, I forgot, based on that. So that's how we make money.
Wow.
And then we bring it home. We all doing it, playing it, having fun, and then give it to him. He give us money, and then he have some other job. He say, hey, you want it? Because he need labor, right? So 12 years old, I make money, and then give it to my mom. I think we all gave it to our mom, and that's how we survive.
So like when you were denied your college entrance, did you kind of figure that like your life in Vietnam is basically sort of like manual labor type that you would have to be?
Yeah.
You kind of accepted that was your fate?
Yeah, I was lost. I didn't know what to do. I remember just sometimes I don't know what to do. I have no guide, no direction. And my dad, he's working at the time. He brought the thing home.
Yeah.
And then we work on that.
Yeah.
We earn some income. It's not like stable. I don't have a job. I didn't even apply for a job. I think I was applying for something. And he just said, like, don't waste your time. Study English.
Wow.
He went here for training two times. Say, learn English. He just keep doing that. He taught me also. I went to English class at night. And I remember the job that I want to apply for right before we left was I want to become a tourist driver. Because my older sister boyfriend back then, he was a tourist driver. He was doing very well. He take like foreigner, like Vietnamese who came back from outside country, from the US. He take them travel everywhere. It was a very good job. So I got my license in Vietnam. I know how to drive, but I didn't have a car. I didn't apply for anything yet. So I'm in the middle of that. I was a security guard for one of my friend dad. He has a company near the beach. He needs someone to guard that building. I came there, I just live there, and I become a security guard, doing nothing.
Do you remember what you made weaving those rugs? Do you remember how much they paid you? Or did they pay
Very
you?
little. So Vietnamese money, $1 is equal to 23,000 Vietnamese money.
Yeah.
I have to check with my family again. I don't know.
Did they give you $1?
No, not $1. in Vietnamese dollar.
Yeah.
It's some very small.
Okay, so 23 is dong, right? Dong is your money.
Dong.
So 23,000 dong equals $1.
$1.
So did they give you like 5,000 dong
$5,000
for one? Because it takes time, right? It's not fast.
It's so long. No, I don't know. I don't think it's a lot. It's like little money. We can use it for something fun. We can give it to a family. We can
but
buy
not
some
like
food.
rent a house or something like that.
No, we didn't have to pay rent. We live with my grandma.
Yeah.
But enough to get by, to buy some stuff, to do something, and it's something for fun to make money.
So I think it's really interesting how your first job was doing a paintbrush, and then you kind of got into making the rug, and then because you start developing different skill set, right?
Yeah.
And then you have inspiration to become a driver, tour guide, not even the tour guide, right?
The driver.
Right?
Every step is getting a little bit better pay, but still.
It's like there's improvement. Like you're growing like linearly, but and that's what's really interesting about you, because from there, when you came to America,
we'll get to that. So we'll get to that part.
Yeah. So it's interesting of never ending improvement in your skill set, your mindset.
Yeah. So what was the thing that so your dad told you go learn English. So you always felt like you wanted to come to the United States then?
To be honest, going back there, I never thought that idea of going here is very vague. That was the first time we flew an airplane. I would always tell my kids right now, it's like, what are you doing? It's like, airplane. So every time we live in an alley, right?
Yeah.
So you look up, wherever you see an airplane go by, we all run out.
Oh.
Airplane. We never thought of like I would be in an airplane, let alone going to America.
Yeah.
But my aunt, she went here to study abroad.
Wow.
Right before the war, and she
that
stayed.
Was
1975.
Wow. So she
went here. She was in her late teen. So my grandpa have money, send her here to study.
And vision.
She studied and she stayed because the war ends. She stayed. Like all the aunt in that area, because the aunt didn't go to the military, right? So she stayed. The uncle was in the military, but the aunt was there. A couple of them. So she's the aunt who sponsored us, who helped us to settle down when we first arrived in El Monte.
Yeah.
So she came here. So that was
So she applied for you guys to come here.
No. she just helped us. We have a sponsor because
Okay.
if you don't, the government will help because this
So-
is between the two governments.
So basically, you applied to be political, like seek political
Refugee.
asylum kind of
Yeah.
refugee to
Yeah.
come to the United States.
Mhm.
But you're late, right? Because
Yeah.
I never knew that in the 90s they still had refugees coming. Because I was under the impression like right after the war ended, that was when the refugees came. So you
Yeah.
guys stayed much longer.
Yeah, we didn't have money. People who escape, they have money. Because if you have money, you can escape by boat, but it costs a lot. They remember they calculate by gold, not by money, like 1 pound, 1 ounce of gold, whatever. We don't have money. We lost everything. So escaping that's not an idea.
Yeah.
So
So people
See?
who came
who
early
came early,
have to have
they
some
have to have money,
access and
and they had to risk their life to go by boat.
Yeah.
They went
and
to
have
Thailand
pirates
or-
and everything.
or
That's what I
Indonesia.
hear.
That's my uncle. Like a lot of other people did,
Mhm.
and then they went to the third country, like another
Like
sponsor country.
Australia, US.
So for us, it's
like that.
different.
Mhm.
Like we didn't think that we can,
Mm.
and all of a sudden they have that, and then my dad's just like he saw the idea. This is freedom. This is it. Because he couldn't do a lot of things that he could do before.
Mhm.
After he get home, he had to be humiliated. He was totally different after the war, but he went to work.
Yeah.
You know, he put his ego down and work and
Mhm.
bring us here. So yeah.
Was it a long process to get the?
It was pretty fast.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember my sister say, go home, don't work anymore because whatever it is, we don't want to do it, anything. She was learning 30 something. She dropped too. She refunded the money. She said, you don't want to mess with anything, cut everything, ready to go. Like
Whenever
that.
they say
Whenever
go,
they
go.
say go. So we went home, we prepared within a couple months. And so a lot of us came here at that time was same thing. That's how I met my wife. Same situation. Her
Same
dad was
time
in
frame as
same
well.
time.
wow.
We all went to PCC. We have a whole group of students. We speak Vietnamese outside, and then we take ESL, we take English 1, we took chemistry. That's how I met her brother, and we met in the spring break trip.
Wow.
So we all came at the same time.
So so as you were preparing your flight, what was your imagination of what the US was going to be like? And when you were there, because you've never been on even a
Never-
plane. So what
never
did you
been-
see? What were you
So
thinking it's going to be
the
like?
only thing that we know is from our dad. He came here twice to train as an officer, and he chose to stay. So when the war ended, he was one of the one who arranged for people to come here by airplane, like officially. He could done that.
He
but-
could have been on the flight too.
Yes, but he went outside, and my mom was mad at him. It's like, this is what you want. This is it. So no, I love my country. There's no sweet potato there. There's no pink sky there. We always tease him that. He loved his country, so he want to stay. He want to stay, and he got a reason. All of that. So we always kind of tease him, because of that. But I think it's meant to be. It's something that taught us. So the resilient, whatever it is that we stay there, help us to know who we are. And I just text my family yesterday about this and about another thing that I remember my dad. When he passed away. So whatever happened, it's happened for you. Whatever the worst happened, it's happened for you. Yeah.
Your dad was the one who came here. What was he telling you the US was like?
So he said that they don't wear jeans there.
They don't wear jeans. They don't wear jeans in the US.
Because, like we're excited. We go shopping. I never have jeans before. I never have a shoe before. That's my first shoe.
What were you wearing?
Slipper or bare feet.
Like no tennis
Bare
shoe,
feet.
no covered
No
shoe.
shoe ever. So my first tennis shoe was the shoe I bought to go here. It's bigger than my head. It's like, it looks weird.
So you can grow into it.
Yeah, and then my sister, my older sister, is very good. She design everything.
Yeah.
She make the clothes for us. So the clothes that we wear we have a picture of the day we left. That was the one she designed. But my dad, because I think that's what he thought. It's like, they don't wear jeans. They don't let them see your feet. Like that's not good.
Yeah.
A lot of things he said, that's not true.
What else did he say?
Huh?
I'm just curious. What else did he say?
So he said that it's boring here. It's not fun. He loved the country. He loved the food here. And I just remember that we were laughing about that. Like they don't wear jeans and then shoe. What else? So he said a lot of things because he was there.
But but probably because he was in the military bases, right?
Maybe.
So it's
he
like
went
they
in
didn't
for
wear.
training.
Yeah, so they didn't wear for
It
training.
was cold.
They're not
I
wearing
don't know, he said
casual.
They're not wearing. They're wearing their uniform. They have their
Buzz cut.
military boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like strict. So there's like.
But there's a lot of things too because of we call it paradigm now. What I teach the belief, right? Culture.
Yeah.
The culture is different.
Yeah.
This is how he is growing up.
Yeah.
Family life here. And maybe he was here. It was not as fun as he could. He didn't want it to grow up like that. But then I'm sure he had regret because his friend, a lot of his friends, when they went, they successful already. They brought up the family and he stayed.
Yeah.
So,
but probably because of that, like if he thought that in comparison to Vietnam, he'd rather live there.
Yeah.
That's why he was willing to take that risk because of what impressions he had before.
So now we came here and said, we have sweet potato here. We have sweet sky.
We have everything.
So you took your first flight, right? Like how did it feel to be on that first plane when you knew you were coming to the US?
Yeah.
And that's a really long flight, right? From Thailand to here.
It's a long flight. So we flew to Thailand. We stayed there for 7 days. We had so much fun. We make new friends there. We went crazy because we didn't know what to do. We just have time.
Yeah.
And we flew here. So
did you guys flew via Korea then?
No, Northwest Airlines.
Northwest?
No.
Yeah.
I forgot the
So Vietnam
I think Vietnam Airlines.
It was Vietnam
to
Airlines.
Thailand.
Yeah.
And then Thailand to Korea.
Northwest Airlines. Where did you transit? Do you remember?
Because I think it's Korea Northwest.
Yeah. We stopped and either Korea or Japan. I forgot. Like, it's been a long time. But we stopped and then we went.
How did it feel when you boarded the plane? Was it really tiring?
It's so weird. I was crying when I left. I walked to the runway.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have the thing. You had to walk there. And my friend was hanging on the roof.
Oh, saying bye to you?
Saying bye to me. All my friend, I was crying. I look back like, am I gonna return? I don't know. This is a new country. I don't know anyone. I don't know. It's funny thought, like how my children will be. They're gonna forget me over Vietnam. I thought about that. Like,
well, you didn't have kids yet at that time.
But I thought about that. Like I will be there. I'll become American. My kid will forgot about the culture. Like all the crazy thought. Like I have no idea. To be honest, I have no idea of who I want to be, of what it would be here. And I remember the last night my friend came to my house. We didn't sleep. We just hang out. We party. My sister friend, like all of us, our friend came over to say goodbye.
Wow.
And my older sister, she have her boyfriend there. They almost get married.
Oh.
If they got married, she had to stay.
Oh.
That's the rule. So they didn't get married just because he can come. And then he came a year later. So it was crying, my sister crying. And then when I walk out, I was crying. And looking back at my friend, like I didn't know what to do. It's just like, this is huge. And then so, I think I started to do some writing in here, writing to my friend, my best friend back then. My sister, me too, was writing on the plan. We should write down and look at the country the last time, like to the plan. It's like, wow, did I have a window? I don't know, but maybe I reached over, right? It's too long. But first time ever. And then came to Thailand and then we just forgot about everything.
For 7 days, start partying.
To start partying. It was hot.
Yeah.
We took up everything was so hot, just wear short only. And then it was crazy. And we spin egg for fun because we have 2 eggs a day, a meal.
That's all you got to eat?
So rice and egg and cabbage soup.
Oh.
At first day, it was like, egg. We love it. But then after second day, 2 egg a meal, no one want egg. So we have a basket of egg. So guess what? We spin egg. If it points to you, you eat right away.
What if you had a whole bunch of...
Oh yeah, that's the guy.
You get
choked
protein.
on 7 eggs. And then
protein overload.
Yeah, and then we didn't know what to do. We just enjoy. We just have fun.
You were at a camp.
A camp.
Was it like, what is a camp like? Is it like actual camp?
The camp next to criminal again. So we were talking to the criminal. We give them some food. So
they're gonna fence
there's
or
a
something?
fence. So we on this side, we prepare to go. They screen us for help.
Yeah.
And then my dad said, do not cry, especially my sister, they cry.
Yeah.
When they cry, they see you have red eye, you stay.
Oh, because they think you're sick.
Yeah, there's family who stay there for a month.
Oh.
Can you remember a month? They came there and they say, do not cry. So we just play, gamble, whatever. And then it's time for eye drop. We all lay down and eye drop so that you don't have red eye.
Wow.
You will stay. So that was crazy. And then
Did you know that you have to stay in Thailand for 7 days? Or
we know
okay, so
7 days, they do screening, paperwork, a lot of health screening, and then make sure you're not sick before you go to the destination. So there's a lot of family go to other country, Canada, Europe, but we went here because we have our aunt. Our aunt's kind of sponsored and help. If we don't have anyone, I think they go somewhere in the East Coast or Camp Pendleton.
Right, yours is
Camp
very
Pendleton.
close to.
And then they find some sponsor. So that's what it is.
So when you landed in the US, like the first few days, what was your impression difference between what you had imagined and what your dad had kind of told you?
So it's like really overwhelming. We went to San Francisco and then to LAX. I remember our uncle came with a pickup truck. So all the luggage in there, and then we split to different car and they go 80 miles per hour. It was like, woo, what is this? 80 miles per hour. It's like, so I fell asleep, like car sick or maybe jet lag.
Yeah.
We overwhelmed, like, oh my God, look at all of that. The light, the freeway, like everything is like crazy. So the drive is different too. And then we came there, we jet lag, we laying there on the floor. People all will come to greet us. Our cousin, he was little, the cousin that we stayed with, who taught how to use microwave. He was 5-6 years old. He jumped on us. You guys are boring. Wake up,
He
play
really
with me.
said that?
Because he wanted to play. That's it. He was bored. He was the only son. So we all of us came, but we just like
we're having jet lag.
So you learned.
jet lag.
So a 5-year-old cousin taught you how to use a microwave.
So my aunt went to work. He stayed home. It was August. It was summer. So he stayed home.
Yeah.
He said, "Follow me. This is how you use a microwave."
Follow me, little boy.
Wait, this
Yeah,
is 5 years
little
old
boy.
boy.
5-year-old boy.
5 years old
And
boy.
all
Then we
adults come by.
We just followed him. Okay, this is how to use a microwave. Boom, boom, boom. This is how to open the fridge. Milk's in there. Wow, we're at milk that big. The whole gallon of milk. Can we drink? Because we never have milk to drink in Vietnam. So all of that, and we walk to the supermarket and we buy stuff and we walk home. So it's like crazy. She rent a house for us nearby.
Okay.
We get some kind of supplement from the government.
Yeah.
And then we went to ESL class. The whole family except my mom. She stayed home and cooked, But
Was it all day?
all day?
Oh.
You just go there, study ESL.
Yeah.
And then I study type, I started to learn how to type, learn some like other stuff.
Yeah.
And then 2 months, I raised my hand to go to work. The lady came, they say that, who want to go to work? There's a job for you, $5.25 an hour.
Wow.
In downtown LA, doing zero copy in the printing industry. I raised my hand, I go right away. And then that's how I start.
So how did you start? So you started working, and then how did you? You said you went to PCC. Like, how did that happen?
Oh, okay. So in the first 2 months, actually not true. The first money, the first $20 I made was helping my uncle, my younger brother. He doing delivery. He was in furniture delivery. So we went and cleaned up one of the house. They move out, so we clean up. We just take everything out. We got paid $20. First $20, I was like, whoa, that's it. This is a lot. That's a lot of money. And then we do a lot of things. We do sewing. We cut the thread. We call it like trimming.
Yeah.
My dad was doing that, ironing. We do whatever it is. So I went to work there. $5.25 an hour
Just
at the
Xerox.
print shop, Columbia Printing, that shop. So I carpool with my aunt, with that cousin, the 6 years old cousin. So we have 3 of us. We go carpool. If I don't, she cannot carpool. So I go with her. She dropped me there and I walk to downtown.
Where did she drop you off?
Like somewhere in Wilshire Boulevard because she had to go on.
Oh.
Yeah, 6th Street, Wilshire. And I walk to my shop.
Oh, okay.
If the day she's not, and I take the bus. I take the bus there. So I worked there for a couple months. I'm learning English, like read, learning, to read, that live, and all of that. As I told you, I didn't understand a lot. So okay, write it down for me. And then one day my younger brother called me. He got a job printing work too for a Taiwanese boss nearby, near home. And he's allowed us to go to college, and he's better. So he's like, hey, let's go to work here. So I quit that job. I jumped to this one so this one's just my younger brother, me, and one of our uncle and a friend. We all came about the same time. So we work there full time, and we go to PCC. full time at the time.
So what, like during the day you?
During the day, I work and then and think some class early in the morning, and then you go to work and then get out and then go to class again. Whatever. He's very flexible. He's very nice, very nice.
Okay.
So I'm very grateful for him.
So he allowed you just finish the work.
Yeah,
but
whatever we do,
whatever
to
you do,
work,
just finish it. You can work later or earlier, but this you have to finish this amount of work.
We're the only one who know how to run his shop. He bring the job here, but my younger brother, he's the one who know more.
How did he know? How did he know how to print?
I guess from the ESL school, they find job for you.
Oh.
So after 2 months, they have to find job for you.
Yeah.
So when you have job, the supplement for the government, they cut the supplement. So you on your own.
Yeah.
So we on our own right away, and we pay back the ticket, whatever it is that we borrowed, $700.
Okay, I see. And so, so your brother was running his shop.
No, yeah, kind of like that.
Kinda
and then he say like, oh, we need more help. Let me call my brother.
Yeah.
So he called me. So that's how we start. And then I went to PCC. After 1 year, you have green card. You can pay a resident tuition. So I went there. He went there. That's how we met my wife and her brother. We went to a spring break camping trip.
So so you were working, printing, getting $5.25. That's like minimum wage, maybe at the time.
Yeah.
How did that become, Dr. Dad?
That was what I was gonna ask.
So when I worked at the other shop at Yang Printing, I was doing pretty good. Yeah, so between me and my younger brother, that was month that I paid rent for the whole house. I remember $800 for rent. We all live together, 6 of us. So my dad doing something, my sister doing something, my younger brother doing something, but everyone pays something. I remember I paid rent, $800. So I'm doing that, and then we always want to say like we come here to have opportunity, right? Go to college. My dad encouraged it. My uncle encouraged us too. The uncle that from Vietnam. We did a video Zoom like him. It's very hard to do that. Like two family talking together. We crying like we don't talk like this. When you pick up the phone like that, you have to arrange everything. He said that take the opportunity, go learn, study. So we went to college. I didn't know what I learned. So I know printing. So I looked up. I want to after my AA degree. I applied for graphic communication, which is the only school that have that in San Luis Obispo, 4 hours away. So I applied, and a year later, my younger brother followed me, applied, and
same degree.
That's how I started. Same degree. So that's a BS degree, graphic communication. So it's art, design, and then it combined with management. So when I get out, I intern for Dow Jones. We print the Wall Street Journal. And then I end up working for a company to do financial printing, counterfeiting behind your check, like the watermark, like that. I did that, but I didn't like it. Yeah, I go to work and I say, I don't like this. I don't like that. I just don't like this. I don't know what do I want to be, but I don't like it. So at that time, my wife was in second years of optometry school. So I graduated, I worked for 3 years. During that time, we got married when she was in her second year. And I support her, so she graduated. When she graduated, I quit and went back. I want to become a network professional, like Microsoft network computer. Yeah. I studied that. I got certified, but it's hard to get the job there. I tried a couple of things, computer science. I was thinking about that, and then at that time I have 3 brother-in-law. 2 of my wife's older and younger brother, who was the friend I met in PCC that introduced me to her, and then one of her sister married to another. So 3 dentists in the family. Oh wow! And, he told me, and then another friend told me that he make $600 a day. $600 a day working for someone, working for Western Dental. I say, oh, I can do that. I can do. I went to a graduation. I say, hey, I can do that. I have very good. My hand skills very good. I can do that.
From $5.25 per hour.
Yeah, so I stopped everything. I went to PCC, retake okay. I hate chemistry.
Oh, you had to go back to school again?
Yes, I had to go back for 2 years to retake
the science courses.
The science course, but something, maybe going back, connect the dot. I was crazy. I took physics and I took some other science as my elective in San Luis Obispo, and they counted toward this. So I only had to retake chemistry, OChem, and a few biology, and then apply. I got into the school, my top choice, Loma Linda. Yeah.
So how many years were you in PCC again the second time?
Okay, the first time will be 2 years, and then 3 years in San Luis Obispo, and then 2 more years in PCC. 1 year to retake, and a year is to apply. When you have to wait for apply and then wait for interview, So in that year, I tutor.
Wow.
I tutor like dental hygienists. They want to apply for dental school. I tutor for the whole center. I tutor AP chemistry for high school students.
Oh, okay.
Doing odd job, waiting, So, and then when I apply, I went
How many
to
years
school.
is dental school?
4 years.
So you went to
32 to 36.
So you went to school 2 years first.
So that when,
Then you
when
went
did
to-
you start the? You went back to school. What year? How old were you?
To retake
Yeah.
The PCC the second time
PC, maybe 30.
So you decide to be a dentist
at 30.
at the age of 30.
30.
And
Oh,
by
wow.
the time you started,
I started 32.
32. And then you graduated
36.
36.
So this already says a lot, right? That it's never too late to find your path, right?
Yeah.
To find your passion.
Yeah, so I remember that day we was walking in Laguna Beach somewhere with my wife, and then that's when I make my decision. Like I'm 30 now, 32 at that time. I was complete. I can do computer science, I can do this, I can do that, but why not? If I don't do it, I will regret what I could be. No, just do it. And I made the decision, apply, and that's it.
So how was it? How was it going to school again at a more advanced age? Was it hard?
It's
Harder?
hard. It's hard with telling other people like I'm going back to school. Like, are you crazy? Like you already graduate. Like all of that. Like come like that. You, my best friend, like you crazy. From printing, from graphic communication. He say, what are you gonna do? You printing teeth? It was teasing me. A lot of people like. So most of my friends already graduate, already dentist, doctor at that time. The one who came at the same time. So I was a late bloomer.
Late bloomer, yeah.
So I said, it's okay. I just came down. Oh yeah, I apply. I'm going back. I want to. This is what I want to do. And I really focused.
Wow.
Because one of my classmates, I think you can graduate as young as 21. 22 or 21 years old, you become a dentist.
Really?
So they are like 16 years younger than me, 14 years younger than me.
Wow.
So they didn't pay attention. But I really pay attention. I went to extra class, how to build a business, I really focused at that time.
Okay. So you weren't just going through like learning the technical science
The
of
business
dental.
side.
You also went to learn the additional classes on
Yeah.
how to run a dental business.
Yeah. So my partner at the time, he's Vietnamese too. He quit everything. He was an engineer. Both he and his wife entered the same time. Quit everything. So they're really determined. And then when they get out, he opened from scratch in Houston.
Oh.
I want to stay here because of family. I give myself 1 year. I told myself I will open in 1 year. That first year, I went to a successful practice, $1 million practice. I worked at 2 different ones. One is cosmetic only. We do veneer, 32 veneer. That's it, all day long.
Yeah.
See if I like it. I got accepted. I did that. I learned how to do that. I didn't like it. I went to one with everything, with dentical, with a lot of like old type. And I went to another one and I decided I want to build it the way I want. So I bought a practice near one of my work, halfway between Loma Linda and here's Upland. I bought that practice. I love it. I built the way I want. I went paperless right away. I love technology. I love laser. I learned laser from second year. They asked who want to learn laser? Me. So I learned a procedure like you instead of frenectomy, how to cut the extra the muscle right here. You can do a knife. Bloody 32 stitches take a long
32
time
stitches. Oh, that sounds painful.
or 2 minutes with a laser. No bleeding.
No
Even for
bleeding?
patient, it's like I do not want to go to.
I love laser. So when I graduate, I bought a laser and then later I have 3 laser. Everything laser. No shot.
Really?
No shot. I can do filling for you with no shot.
Really?
A lot of them.
I didn't know that existed.
So obviously you love dentistry. So what got you to the other side of no longer practicing?
So I love dentistry. That's all I talk about. I really go all out. I study. I saw a space line in laser. I become the first laser in the whole West Coast to use that laser to treat sleep apnea. And then NBC came and air me and promote me because they had never heard about that before. I love technology. So I have that. That's all I talk about. I didn't know anything. Love it. Build my practice, through the recession, the 2008, everyone's scratching. That's when I did the best.
2008.
2008, that was the best year. Built the practice, bought a house, got my children. By that time, I have both kids now. Megan was born 2008. So I just, enjoy life. But then something in me that question. I think we have some issue with, with my son, with my wife, and then with other things. But now looking back, I think my language is I was living in bondage. Living in bondage, been doing the same thing over and over. So it was a dream for me. I got it. I was a C-type goal. It was a dream. I was the first one in the family to become a dentist, become successful. But when I get there, something in me asked me, is there something else? There has to be more than this, right? So a lot of things happened. And we lost our dad within 6 months to pancreatic cancer. That was an emotional impact. We was having the best time. We took him to Hawaii on a trip, first trip for him, enjoying his time, rebonding. He doing haircut for me. I just want to have him to do haircut so we can talk, He did haircut for Andy too. So we hang out, we enjoy, we rebond that, and then boom. He was very healthy. 78 years old. We found out he have late-stage pancreatic cancer.
Yeah,
So-
you can't really tell.
Yeah,
the
you can
pancreatic
tell.
cancer.
And he was strong. He was strong. But then I think without knowing what I know now about the mindset, he was strong to a certain time and he gave up. But he was so strong to survive that in the camp to come back to us. That was a story he told. He had dysentery that everyone, he have a grave dig for him already, but he wanted to come back to us so much. He survived. But this time, we went again chemo. At the time, I researched a lot. I love research. I say, no chemo. Just do natural treatment, And then he survived. He went a little bit better, but then it took a toll on him. He couldn't. So we lost him. It shook me. It really shook me up. I look at the 5 regrets of the dead, like don't work too much, live for yourself, being happy, all that. And I went to a PSI seminar with my wife on a Wednesday night. Let's go in here and fight. Is there something that will make us happy? We fighting a lot. I was tired a lot. I didn't know what I was. I was blaming other people. I was happy, but there's something in me that has to be something. It's a question. It's a silent question. I went in that class, why didn't I know about this? I tell everyone, I booked I pay for all my class, on my staff. I tell everyone, I did a presentation in my house to help. I think I helped 27 family into that class. And that 27 family really transformed their life. I transformed my life. I love it. That's personal development, personal success institute, PSI seminar. It's amazing. I went to the top of the class to the summit event, and there go Bob Proctor, my mentor. He was there for 2 hours. I was mesmerized. He's like taking my head, take it out and shake, and put it back. I drank so much coffee. I didn't go to the restroom. I didn't want to miss it. I took a picture. I told my wife, do you know who is he? He's Bob Proctor. Who? He's in the movie The Secret. What movie? I didn't know anything about that time. And then now I found out he was in the movie The Secret. He told me about Think and Go Rich. I never read that before. I took the book and I listened to him. He has a 9th grade education. He was sick and tired and get kicked out of the Navy. Now he's successful. And he talked about things that I never heard before. He was pointing to the roof like, you can be the best surgeon. You're trading time for money. I said, that was me. I was one income. I was trading time for money. I want more freedom. I want to be free to enjoy my time with my kid. At the time, there was the prime age. Boy Scout, sport, all of that. And we're missing out. We're working Saturday. I was up on Thursday, but I was working Saturday and all of that. I went home, I cut my Saturday like that, like no plan, just cut. That's it. My wife's like, what? You just cut like that? And I make the announcement like, no Saturday. This is what I want. No Saturday. So I become a consultant. I jump. And he always said that make decision from what you want. That's the only thing. Your prerequisite is, do you want it or not? I want more freedom. I don't know how. I was so scared. I saw my vision of 20 years. When I'm 70, I will be doing consulting from home, free time, like blah, 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 all of that. And I was crying. I was so scared. How do I do that with what I have today? But he said, that is it. Your goal it's beautiful, but it had to scare you. If you know how to do it, that's not a goal. And I wrote my vision of 5 year, 10 year, 20 year, 20 year, 70. I will have that. And I follow his coaching. I did that when I was 50 years old. I got my complete freedom, 50 years old, 20 years shortcut. I got out, I sold my practice. I didn't renew my license. I want to do more. I was doing part-time consulting. So I want to do more. He said that you can work on your term. I say I only do consulting on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thursday is still my day to take my mom out. I promised my dad to take her out to replace him, take her out all the place that she used to go with my dad. She loved to read. So taking her to take a magazine, newspaper, to eat out, enjoy more time with myself, exercise, ride my bike with my wife, spend time with Andy, with Megan, never missed any of the sport event again. This is freedom. And I help so many other people along the way because there's so many dentists, so many doctor.
Golden handcuff?
Yeah, we call it a golden handcuff. We have the lie, but then in silent. We were joking about that. Still, like go to your crying room, crying. You can't even tell your wife because look at you. You're the top career, top 5% income. You got the respect. And then here you are crying inside, looking for something else. So I found out that that's not me. Like every dentist out there, so many. When I go deep into the consulting with my client, they was crying this. I couldn't even share this with my wife. Can you believe in that?
Yeah, I think like we all have like a shield.
Yes.
And there's a disconnect, and you're able to break down that shield because of trust and that you understand them, that you're able to break free from that.
So that's my new love. I say this is something I can do beyond dentistry. Dentistry, I have people with dental health, with the whole health, sleep apnea, I can save their life, they can breathe again, all of that. But this is the mind. Everyone think, right? Who doesn't think? If I can help this, I change generation. They can change the way they think.
Yeah.
They can change how they believe, and then they can transfer it down to the next generation. They would not believe in something that's like ridiculous. Like we have things that's funny that we believe in. It doesn't serve us at all. We still hold on to it.
Yeah.
And I saw that.
I think something really beautiful that I just heard is this. Like for you, you came from a really close-knit family. So family is everything to you. And then second is you ask the right question, to yourself. Like, what am I missing? Like, what do I need more? Like, how can I achieve something? What can I do to, get to that freedom? And number three is more like you have audacious goal. You're not afraid to dream. And that's translate to, not only you, but to people around you. And who you network with is your network. Because like everything that you have talked about is sometimes doesn't come from your idea, but it's just being proximity around the people who have that vision. And you're like, okay, this is something that I want to do or can achieve together.
Yeah. So one thing as we're wrapping up, I have a couple other questions, but one of them is like, you have like this eternal optimism and this positivity throughout all the challenges you've had. Like we went through quite a bit of it already. Like what is the thing that allows you to continue to have that positivity when a lot of people would have given up because you were dealt with so many different difficulties?
Yeah, you went through war,
poverty, having families split apart, changing countries,
your mom, your dad,
like all of that.
I think like understanding the mind now, understanding who you are, what you believe, what you think. This is what I teach every day now. Believe it. And I look back because I have in me, it's all along, I have that. I have an intuition in me. I have the courage to follow my heart, to make decision of what is it I want and just jump and do it. And I have an intuition to find and see things that other people don't see yet. maybe. That's why the laser, like not many people know. When I bought the laser, $100,000 laser, top laser in the world, not many people know. When I met Bob, like not many people know about him. Still now, like last time I went to Richard's event, not many people know about Bob, but I saw that this is something that can help me, and I make decision. This is what I want. I would say I burst through that terror barrier, the fear, because of what I want on the next time. It's scary, but I would say the courage of going for what you want, follow my heart. I have intuition of this is what I want, follow it. Like that little voice in me, it's not down in fear. It's a whisper that tell me, do it. Otherwise, you're gonna regret. You don't want to be 92 years old sitting in a rocking chair and regretting of what it could be, So jump and build a way down. And then when I jump, I look back and say, that was it? Like every time I jump, I look back and say, I laugh. Like that was it.
It's not as scary as you.
It's not as scary. I went and looked, right? And then go back. So physically too, I did a very scary jump off the cliff to the water, but you should jump. And then after that, you just laugh. Like you just laugh. You change, you change fear to excitement, but also faith on the other side too, when you understand.
So what I heard before is this, like fear is something like the train is going to hit you. But what a lot of people have is anxiety. And a lot of time, anxiety is the thing that stops you from, jumping, right? It's not the real fear. It's the anxiety. Is what you say to yourself. It's all about the mindset.
Basically, fear is real imminent danger. Anxiety is what most people use to trap them from doing actions.
Yes. And once you're free from yourself from the anxiety, then you think, oh, everything is so silly. Why would I be so, afraid to jump?
Yeah.
Right. And that's all the obstacle that you have been through, it have made you become the immigrant millionaire.
Yeah.
Right.
So like when we talk, we always ask our guests, like, what was one thing that you, as we wrap up our episode, like what was one thing that you brought in your suitcase that had sentimental value or something that would surprise the audience? What was the thing that you brought?
So yesterday when, I look back here, this is the two notebook, journal, I say, that I bought. I have in here all the phone number and the address of my friend. Yeah. All the idiom that I learned. We love to learn idiom and opposite. Like when I was learning English, I wrote it in here. And then I think a couple of them are like some of the journal that I did when I first came here. Do you have like a quick
journal that you can share? You can read it in Vietnamese and tell us what it says, like a short one.
It's in Vietnamese?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Vietnamese.
Yeah, if there's something like first few days and you can translate it for us.
Okay.
But read it in Vietnamese.
So, in Vietnamese?
Yeah.
I can do both. Tháng 9, ngày 23 tháng 9. That's a month after I arrived. Viết cho chị Trang ân nhận social. So it's a very short. I wrote to my cousin who was a dentist in Vietnam and my best friend Ân, and that is the day we got social security or welfare or something. So I just put a little line note here. I thought, it's just right now, like document it, and then in here I have address of all my friend, birthday, connection.
Because you're so rooted to Vietnam that you wanted to make sure you can hold that, even though you're thousands and thousands of miles away.
I think at that time,
it's so beautiful.
So this is what I bought, and then my ticket. I didn't know I still have the ticket. Yeah. And then the calendar of that day that we left Vietnam. Yeah. So. Yeah, I should look it up. So those are the things I brought with me, but I think I brought my heart with me. I brought my heart with me.
Yeah, you did. I think like it's your story is like when we've interviewed every immigrant millionaire, what I hear is like the story of one is their family. Like you didn't do this alone. It wasn't like you came on in a vacuum. It's like everyone contributed in some way, financially, morally, everything to get you here, and you didn't leave anyone behind. You still have that. And like the other thing that I noticed about your story is like your willingness to try the thing that scares you the most is what most people are completely the opposite of what most people are willing to do. They want to stay safe and in their comfort zone, but you're willing to step beyond that so that you achieve, like your story of going from a kid who was making paintbrush who's someone who like transitioned to successfully sell a dental practice that was like a cutting edge, what first on the West Coast, is something that is completely inspiring to everyone, even us. And just want to thank you again for coming on, because your story is important to have documented from now and for forever, as for everyone else who's looking for that. Last thing I wanted to ask you, if you go forward 100 years and you have a 100-year legacy, what are a few keywords or phrases that you want your great grandkids to say about you? What would that be?
So this is what I want to leave behind for my children, that when they look back, they will have the struggle, the challenge, whatever they want. They just see that I have the courage to make the change that I want, so that they can have the courage to make the change that they want. So the one message I want to leave behind is that if I can do it, you can do it too, easily or even better, because we are all the same. Now when I understand the universal mind, the mind, I said if I can do it, you can do the same. And I want to help. First, I help myself, invest in myself, in my mind. So before I can help other people, I have to fill my cup first. I have to be who I want to be first. And then I can help my family. Once I help my family, I can help the community. I can help the community, the culture, the country, the world bigger. So that's something I want to share with everyone. Invest in you first, in your mind, to understand who you are, why you're here, what is your purpose. And with that, you can see there's so much in you. You discover that you have everything in you from the day you were born to be happy, healthy, and wealthy. But the outside environment, it can be parent, teacher, culture, religion, will tell you otherwise. And that program, we call it a program, it's limiting belief, that will hold you back, but it's not your fault. But once you have the understanding that you can change this, you have the control of everything. It's your choice. You can change this. You can learn and change this. It's a process I went to. It changed me. I can do it too. Anyone can do it. Doesn't matter how much education do you have. Like, wow, he only have a 9th grade education. Some people don't know how to read. And they create success like that. And there's people who didn't have education like you guys start from nothing at all. You start from scratch again, your story, and where you are right now. So those are the things that I want to leave behind, so that they look back, they will say that, oh, if he can do it, we can do it too. That's the story. And then I want to tell the story, the crab story. I don't know if you heard about the crab story before. The story is this, there's a fisherman going to, and he saw a crab bucket, and there's some crab that going outside. And then they say, why don't you close it? And then the local people say, don't worry, there's one come out, the other one will put them back in. So they never escape. But my story will be different. When I get to the top, I see what's outside. I'm gonna pull someone else. So we don't leave anyone behind.
That's awesome. That's
Thank
a
you
really
so
great
much.
way to end it.
So with that, I believe that I help my family of both sides, my wife's side. We're very close, both sides very close, to help and change. A lot of us, don't know the power that we have in our mind. And struggle, we call it needlessly struggle. But now you understand it. You can do anything you want. You can get anything you seriously want if you put your mind into it.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you for coming on today.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a great representative of the Immigrant Millionaire and of the movement as well.
Thank you for doing this. I hope I can share with many other people, and then you continue to do this, because this is awesome to hear. When other people outside, they see that, they can be inspired by it. They can follow our footsteps.
Exactly. Be the change, right? Like, not just to your great grandkids now. This is like to everyone else who listen to this.
So that's what I want to do. I want to help as many dentists, medical doctor, entrepreneur, business owner out there, because there's unlimited potential in you.
All right, thank you. Yay.
Thank you.
Yay.